Get a person with big feet to help you. Okay, let's go ahead and keep moving down the list here. I am focusing a lot on the legs. We'll let her finish up. But then we're going to come into side spins and then incorporate this into our Jedi kicks as well as our Black Swan sequence. Okay? So, standing in the center of the mat, I'm going to push the swing down. You guys can all do this with me. You're welcome to watch for a round because we'll do them like 5 or 6 times. So now what I'm going to do is slide my feet to the front of the mat. I'm going to hook just my right leg around. Just one leg. And when I come to stand at the center of the mat, and we're going to work with the side plane. Okay, so that's 9 and 3. So that means I'm turning my toes out to 9 o'clock for you, 3 o'clock for me. And then I'm rotating my chest down towards the ground. I'm going to hold on to the swing with my left hand, and then my right hand is free to grab for the leg loop if you want a bit of a training wheel, I call it. But I want you to notice the L shape of my legs, okay? This has to stay in this shape the entire time to get the pivot point at the hip. If your legs bend, or if they come together, then you're going to miss the axes. So like Sam right now, so stay where you are for a second. So that's not horizontal axes, right? He's on a diagonal there. And if you're on a diagonal, then you're not going to get the vertical spin. So you have to really lean forward with your upper body, with your chest, not your head, and your foot can lift then. Once your foot lifts, my foot is going to go back to 6 o'clock, up towards the sky, and land it at 12 o'clock. And then we can spin. So it's actually the other way, Sam. It's forward. So your foot goes back to 6 o'clock. So come into position. So this is all very helpful for us. Lean forward so your leg lifts higher, and your foot's going to go back to 6 o'clock. So your belly rolls down, up towards the sky. Okay. So did you see like what we were working on earlier? Your head stayed up on a diagonal, so your foot was down here. We want to keep level with the earth and spin through center. So it's a horizontal axis and a vertical axis working together. So you have to drop your upper body to keep your leg up and keep your upper body dropped. Yeah, so just try that for a few rounds. And remember, we're gonna stay in this plane. So your head is in line with your body. Head in line, nope, here's your body, there you go. And then drop your chest to come down. Whoops, yeah, so hold on to your training wheel. It's right here. Okay. Yeah, so the holding onto the training wheel is a little bit of an extra step. So you don't hold on to the top. Right? So one hand, your left hand is by your shoulder. Okay? And then you can lean forward. So this hand is actually free to spin. But we want to do it nice and slow and controlled so we can land at 12 o'clock. Otherwise, we're going to kind of flop all over the place. And we're working on alignment. We're working on alignment today. So can we try the left leg? Let's all start with the left leg, so just did the right leg twice. Standing in the center of the mat. Pushing the swing down. Come on back. Sync up. It does help with the energy in the field if we all sync up, right? So we're going to lean back. Walk the feet forward. This way your bum is right underneath your plumb line. So you need to hook the left leg wide and around. Once the leg is hooked, wide and around all the way. So the swing is too high. So come and try it one more time. So push the swing all the way down to your hips. So the swing was up towards your chest, right? So when we lean back, walk your feet to the front of the mat, kind of lock it in towards the hips. Then the left leg has an easier time going wide and around. Yeah. Come to stand center of the mat and extend. So we have to get long lines of energy first. Both legs really straight the whole time. Now turn your hips, turn your belly towards the ground. Right? Toes are facing towards 3 o'clock for you guys. Now my right hand is by my shoulder, holding onto the swing. My left hand is free to grab for the leg loop. Okay? Now if you hold on to the leg loop, it just adds a little bit more stability, but you still drop your upper body level with the earth. Okay? From there, my foot goes back behind me. Where's back? Back is towards Sam, okay? And Sam is towards the windows. My foot, straight legs. Keep the L shape in the legs. My foot goes back. Up towards the sky, and then lands in center. The only way you can do that is if my upper body stays level with the earth. If my head comes up, my foot's going to drop down. So we want to keep our head level with the earth. Does that make sense? So yeah, so just drop your head a little bit more, Sam.
Okay, I was just backing up just to go backwards.
Even then, drop your head. Okay, let's try the right leg. So let's sink back, get right underneath your plumb line, wrap the right leg around. Make sure the swing's on the hips. It's easier to get to wrap. Standing in the center of the mat, we're going to turn the toes out to the right. So my left hand is at my shoulder. My right hand is pushing the leg, pushing the swing away at first. Now roll your hips towards the ground. Roll your chest down. And then let's try bringing the right hand forward and then holding onto the leg loop. Hold on to the bottom of the leg loop. Maybe that can help you guys drop a little bit more. If you don't mind, drop the chest, keep the head in line with the body, pick up the standing leg, move back towards 6, up towards the sky, and then 12 o'clock. Keep the legs in a V, keep the legs in an L shape. Yep, leg goes back towards Lori. This one, back towards Lori. Straight leg, back towards Lori. Lift it.
Oh, lift it.
Yes, and then up, up, up. Yeah, so this leg, you're so small. Your legs stay like this. So one leg is this way, the other leg's that way. So you want to keep your legs in that L shape the whole time, or else you can't spin on the axes. Is this making any sense? I think it's really important to get the alignment principles down, and then you can do any flip, right? Because once, yeah.
At some point today, we review the flip from up, down, is through that.
Yeah, yeah. So this is our prep for it, because when we were doing that yesterday, it was like a little messy, and Shoshana wanted to review how to do the flip, but if we don't do the alignment principles, it's just going to be a flop more than a flip, right? But now when we get the lines of energy, and you don't even have to hold on, it's really clean, you know? So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for like the clean lines. Our straight lines are the strongest points. As soon as you collapse in your core, as soon as your head drops, as soon as you lose any of that, you've lost the pose. Okay, so everybody drop your head more than you think. The only time, you wait until your foot lands to pick your head up. Okay, so let's do it one more time, and we're gonna slow it down. It's actually harder to do it slower. It's easier to do it faster. Wait for your foot to land, that foot, your top foot, to land before you bring your head up. Just for fun, okay? Since the head is wanting to lead the way. Both legs straight. So just for you, straight legs, straight legs, straight legs, straight legs. Just keep saying that in your head, okay? Let's try the left leg. Come to stand. Straighten it out. We're gonna do both legs several times, okay? So one thing that I noticed, Lori, is that if I let the band go all the way to my knee, that's why I push it away first, instead of up here, it's hard to spin when it's up there, because your leg drops. To keep the leg level, then you push the swing all the way to the knee. Lean forward all the way. Keep holding on so you feel safe. Just hold on to your leg loop. You don't need it. But then, head down, head down, head down, head down. Only when you come to sit does the head come up. Just try it. Straight legs. It's really fun once you get it. That was better. Did you get whacked? Okay, good. Yeah, the only way we can lift our leg is if our head drops. Head down, head down, head down. Then come this way. We're gonna land in a seated position, but that was good. Okay, one more time on the right side. Make sure we do both sides as many times. Just keep it even. So I know I've done one side more than the other. So whichever leg says, ew, I'm gonna do it. So first we wanna get the stretch through the leg and through the hip. That's the most important part. And if you feel ready, try for straight lines where you don't even hold on with your right hand. Straight lines. Legs stay straight the whole time, yeah. Oh. Okay, straight lines. What does that mean? Straight lines. There you go. That's better. Good. All right. We've been practicing that a bunch this morning, so we're kind of cheating in terms of the number of times that we've already done it. So, anybody have any questions about that? One of the preps, if you're having trouble with the straight lines, because everybody's bending their knees, and that's really common when there's tight hamstrings. So the prep for that was all those standing poses. Can you see the L shape in my body? Yes? You there? My head stays lifted towards the earth, and that is how I get my legs ready. So this is the same exact position. I'm just spinning this way. So if you can do this, you can do the side spins. It's just basically marrying the movements and seeing them, as similar. I'm actually gonna pause and use the other swing because the swing is so tight, I don't want to do the flips. So let's just take a 2-second pause, and then we're gonna bring that into our black swan. And then after we do black swan, we're gonna get into our agena kicks, okay? Let's just pause for a moment.